Sirach chapter 12, verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and salutation unto the hopeful elect, the 1/3 of Yasha Allah, upholding the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. Peace and salutation. This is the brother Bakwashim. And here you see an image of Sean Combs and Donald Trump, DJ Trump. And what I'm just going to cover real quick through the spirit is that 2/3 of our people really believe that Esau, the so-called white man, is their ally and is not their enemy. And so what has transpired is Sean Combs was arrested for trafficking or prostitution, right? And although he had a relationship or had some type of association, I'll call it that, with DJ Trump, when he sent a letter to President Trump, or had his team send a letter to Trump for him to be pardoned from his incarceration, Trump denied it. Okay? And so the scripture says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? Okay? Like, you're dealing with the devil, man. He has no benefit, and any of these Edomites have no benefit in helping Jake out at all. Zero. It says, or any such as come nigh wild beasts. Verse 14 says, this is back in Sirach 12 and 14. It says, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? Nobody has any pity or mercy on Diddy, right? Or Sean Combs, because you made an agreement with death. And that's what Esau, the so-called white man, is. Scripture says that he is as death and cannot be satisfied. Okay? This is verse 15. For a while he will abide with thee, but if thy begin to fall, he will not tarry. So he's out of there. He has no reason to support your cause, your purpose, or anything of the sort. Okay? Verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. And you can best believe Trump probably had all the resources to where he could pardon. He's pardoned other people before for less crimes. And believe me, this has nothing to do with Diddy or Sean Combs or his scenario. Okay. It's just the fact that our people fall victim to the illusion that Esau, the so-called white man, is their ally. Okay. And so I'll read a little bit of this AI overview. You brothers can see the images here. It says, Trump says he got a letter from Sean Combs seeking a pardon, but he denied it. Okay. And as you saw from the pictures, even this one, look at this. Trump says he received a letter from Diddy seeking a pardon, but he's not considering it. So all of those times of rubbing elbows and being at parties, none of that had any significance when he was in a time of trouble. And that's why Yahweh Shai, okay, is the only name that we can call upon in a time of trouble. You can't go to your enemy seeking to be pardoned from his system when he has no affection for you. Okay? It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. And these are on several occasions. This is one occasion. These are other occasions, right? So part of the reason why I'm bringing it up is because if someone that's already in the circles with these officials, as they call themselves, are not going to get pardoned for any of the trespasses in Esau's legal system, how much more so Jake that doesn't have status, money, or has defiled themselves. Okay. So just more of a reminder, but the article goes into, it says, yes, Sean Combs wrote a letter to President Donald Trump seeking for a pardon for his prostitution related conviction, which Trump confirmed in January 2026 in a January 2026 interview, but stated he has no plans to grant, citing Combs' past hostility and noting he would look at the facts but likely deny the request. So what happened to all of these? What happened to all of these times where you were rubbing elbows? See, none of that has anything to do with Esau. Okay? And like I said, I'm just using this as a reminder for our people specifically. Okay? What happened to this damn thing? Took the article away now? So anyway, yeah, I think this is more of it. So yeah, point being here is Trump denied it, is going to continue to deny it because this is an enemy. Okay, this is our arch enemy in this world. Okay, regardless of whatever past experience of rubbing elbows, none of that has any significance in Esau's system. You know, it says. It says Trump's decision. President Trump stated he is not considering granting the pardon. He noted that while the two were once friendly in social circles, their relationship busted up after Diddy made nasty comments about Trump during his political career. So all of that got thrown out of the window over some words when Esau is the former of all the hate speech, right? All of the slander and the propaganda and the sorcery and witchcraft. But you can't say nothing against him. He'll turn the whole relationship over. It says Trump's reasoning. Trump indicated that Sean's past public hostility, specifically during the 2020 election when Sean called for Trump's removal, makes a pardon more difficult to do. So out of all the things, all of the engagements and parties, you say one thing against, DJ Trump, and now all of that's thrown out of the window, man. These people are hypocrites, man. Okay? So just wanted to cover that through the spirit. Never trust thine enemy, man. That's what the scriptures say. Yiquab that thing. Make for sure that he thinks that you are someone that you're not, because that's essentially what Esau is doing. Okay? He's using subtlety. And we have that same power through the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Awashai. Okay? To where these situations shouldn't even be happening, man. So through the spirit, that's all I wanted to cover. Lord will, it was edifying. Till next time, shalom.